Usually when a brand new weapon comes to Call of Duty Mobile, about half of the time the developers also release a mythic version for that weapon, and that makes many of us curious about what mythics we could see in the future and which weapons will actually get those mythics. Thanks to Duxino, we now have a leak that shows a bunch of upcoming functional weapons, and this is really exciting because it gives us a clear idea of the direction Call of Duty Mobile could take in the next few seasons. For example, in the upcoming season, the 10 SMG is expected to be released, but it will not receive a mythic because we already know that the Type 25 is confirmed as the next mythic blueprint. What I am about to share with you does include some mythics, which makes this even more interesting. And from the looks of the game files, it's not just one or two weapons that are coming, but actually a lot more. So let's begin by looking at the assault rifle category. The first new weapon we need to talk about is the SO14, which is really cool because it actually has two different firing modes. You can use the semi-automatic mode when you want to shoot at longer distances with more control, or switch to fully automatic mode when you are in close range fights. But the challenge is that the recoil gets a bit hard to control when you are firing continuously in full auto. This weapon feels a lot like the Lag 53, but it's very versatile since it also comes with a 50 round magazine. And honestly, I have a strong feeling this one could easily end up becoming a mythic in the future. The next weapon in the rifle category is the Lachmann 556, which is a really strong option for medium distances because it has solid bullet speed and recoil control. Though when you stretch to longer ranges, the damage won't feel as strong compared to other assault rifles. What makes this one special is that it's an adaptive 5.56 weapon system that kind of bridges the gap between a submachine gun and a full-powered rifle, and that is why I really believe this one has a high chance of getting a mythic treatment down the line. Now moving on, we have the BAL-27, which is very unique because it is designed so that the longer you hold the trigger, the faster the fire rate becomes. It's a moderate damage assault rifle with a lower range, which means it performs best in close range fights but becomes a lot harder to use effectively at long distances. The next rifle on the list is the Cronen Squall, which is an excellent choice for medium ranges thanks to its high damage, strong bullet speed and solid effective range. The main drawback here is the recoil, especially when you try to use it in full auto mode or stretch it out to long distances, which makes it a weapon that really rewards skilled players. Honestly, it reminds me a lot of the Odin, and because players usually love these kinds of heavy hitting rifles, I think there's a real chance this one could eventually be released as a mythic. Following that, we have the Grav, also known as the Galil. This rifle comes with high bullet speed and a fast fire rate, making it really strong in close range situations. The downside is the high recoil, which makes it pretty unreliable at longer ranges. Still, since it's such an iconic weapon, I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Grav ends up getting its own mythic version somewhere down the line. Alright, let's dive into the SMG category. First up is this 10, which we already know is confirmed for next season. After that, we have the LC10, a very well-rounded SMG with solid accuracy, low recoil and excellent performance in close to medium ranges. Thanks to its impressive fire rate and mobility, it works great for aggressive players, especially in hip fire. What makes the LC10 stand out is that in Black Ops 6 there's already a skin called LC10 Storm Rage, which has a unique theme that I could absolutely see being adapted into a mythic for COD Mobile. Next is the FSS Hurricane, another aggressive playstyle SMG. It features fast ADS, high bullet spread and a big ammo capacity. But like most SMGs, it falls short at longer ranges due to recoil and weaker stopping power. Still, it's definitely going to be a fun gun for close quarters. Then we have the Static HV. This one is all about speed and volume, high magazine size, blistering fire rate and strong performance up close. While its accuracy and damage drop off at longer ranges, the weapon's unique futuristic design almost screams mythic potential. I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Static HV ends up getting a mythic blueprint in the future. Nice, now let's get into the heavy hitters. Starting with the LMG category, we've got the DP27. Unlike most LMGs that lean into massive ammo capacity, the DP27 comes with a smaller mag size, but it makes up for it with really low recoil and surprisingly high accuracy. That combination makes it deadly consistent and super effective, especially for players who like reliable suppressive fire without the usual clunkiness of an LMG. Now moving on to the shotguns, first up is the Einhorn Revolving. This is a semi-automatic shotgun with a medium magazine size, making it perfect for close to medium ranges. It's not just a spray and pray shotgun, the semi-auto nature gives it a nice balance between control and firepower. Then we have the MX Guardian, and this one is very interesting. It's fully automatic like the Jak 12, but what makes it stand out is its versatility. With the right attachments, it can switch to semi-auto or even a unique 2-shot per trigger trigger mode, almost like the R90. Add to that its high fire rate and large magazine capacity, and you've got a beastly shotgun. Because of how unique and versatile this gun is, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the MX Guardian ends up as a Mythic shotgun in COD mobile. It has all the qualities that fit the Mythic blueprint treatment. Into the marksman rifle category, the standout here is the Signal 50. This thing is a powerhouse, packing high fire rate, high accuracy and massive damage output. The trade-off of course is low mobility, so you won't be running and gunning with it like an SMG. Instead, it's more of a power rifle that rewards positioning and precision. Because of its striking design in other COD titles and its role as a hard-hitting rifle, the Signal 50 has a really high chance of being turned into a Mythic blueprint down the line. It just has that showcase weapon vibe developers usually look for when deciding which guns deserve Mythics. As for the rest, there are still several other unreleased weapons that have been spotted in the files, but their exact names and categories aren't confirmed yet. These will roll out gradually in future seasons. Let's talk about Season 9. Season 9 is bringing another update to the secret cache system, and a lot of you have been asking me whether the legendary M4 Royal Black Gold will finally be removed. As of now, there's no information suggesting that it's leaving the cache, so it's very likely going to stay available for the time being. The only confirmed change we can expect is the AK-47 ICB rifle being swapped out for the RPD Road Mongrel. So apart from that replacement, don't expect major changes just yet. Right now we don't have too much information about characters from other Call of Duty titles coming in Season 9, but thanks to data miners we do know about some of the new character skins that are on the way. The first one is the Wraith White Queen skin, which originally comes from Call of Duty Warzone and Cold War. The second is Woods Eliminator, a version of Woods where he has graying hair and wears a light grey long-sleeved jacket, giving him a slightly older and more serious look. And finally there's Song Forest Ranger, where Song is dressed in a detailed modern infantry uniform complete with a camouflage helmet. For anyone who has been asking for more realistic military themed skins, this one is definitely going to be a favorite. Call of Duty Next is happening on September 30th, and this year's event is shaping up to be absolutely massive for Call of Duty Mobile. But let's be honest, some of the things they'll showcase aren't going to be a big surprise to us. For example, a brand new Battle Royale map will be revealed, and according to leakers, that map is none other than Urzikstan from Warzone. This would be a huge addition to the game. Urzikstan is set in the city of Saravan and its surrounding region. It stretches from the eastern Hadika farms near the Black Sea all the way to the western Seaport district. The map is split into 11 major points of interest, including Levin Resort, Popo Power, Olo Military Base, Seaport District, Urzikstan Cargo, Old Town, Low Town, Hadika Farms, Saravan City, Saravan Suburbs, and Shaheen Manor. But that's not all. In addition to the new BR map, COD Next will also reveal possible changes to Alcatraz, multiplayer updates, and of course the big one, a huge collaboration reveal. Many believe this could finally be the WWE collab, but since the event will cover both the global and Chinese versions of CODM for the very first time, it could be something even bigger. And let's not forget, it's also time for the 6th anniversary of COD Mobile. Last year we got the free Dusk skin for the 5th anniversary, and this year we already have confirmation that the free skin will be for Alias. One more important thing, the devs are currently focusing on rolling out the new TPP movement and animation update before dropping the new BR map. This update has already been teased and is expected in either Season 9 or Season 10, which lines up perfectly with the anniversary. That means the release of Urzikstan could actually be tied directly to the 6th anniversary update. And that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Also, don't forget to check out my other videos. I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.